Today we are talking to Dr. Katherine Lord of Lord Spinal Care in Fitchburg. Let's start from the beginning. I noticed on your website that this was not your chosen career path initially. Maybe you could explain how you came to this point.
Well, I was a research chemist for 20 years, and there was a fire at the plant, and I got disabled and couldn't work as a chemist anymore. And because it was an on-the-job injury, the state sent me to all these testing and said that I would be good as a chiropractor.
Oh.
And I wasn't too keen on being a chiropractor, and not that I didn't believe in what they did, I just didn't think it was right for me, but I chose the path to go. And when I got to chiropractic school, I just found that it just made so much sense. The philosophy of chiropractic, God made the body to function the best it could. It didn't provide us with drugs and doctors when we were born. It was just our body ourselves and how it could heal ourselves. And so when it made so much sense to me, that I knew that that was the career path I was headed for. How I got into the technique of NUCA was the fact that I had an upper cervical adjustment that was a little too much for myself, and threw me into vertigo. And when that happened, they did all kinds of testing and said it was just an adjustment. When they got me out of the vertigo, they told me I needed something less harsh on that. So I got into NUCA, which is a very gentle alignment to align the whole spine with a very gentle touch. That's how I got into the field that I got into. So I've been doing it ever since.
Exactly what is chiropractic? What is the philosophy?
The philosophy of chiropractic is the body is a self-healing, self-regulating organism in itself. And if the spine is in alignment and to where the brain can get the appropriate message to the body can refer that back to the brain without any interference. And we travel these messages through the nervous system, which runs through the spinal column. And when the spinal column becomes misaligned, or the bones become out of alignment with each other, they can cause inflammation around the nerve, which causes pain to develop or interference to get there. It was proven by a researcher in the University of Colorado that he took one strand of human hair and put it across a nerve and decreased the nerve transmission by 35%. So when the bones of the spine become misaligned, even minute, it can decrease the amount of information your brain sends to your body by 35%. So we believe that your body should function at 100% to work efficiently, and most people walk around with only 65% of their body functioning properly. Therefore, it leads to disease, and we have disease show up. So by keeping the spine in alignment, it removes this interference, which we allows the body's innate ability, which is the wisdom of the body, to heal itself and give it the information it needs to do. And that's the basis of chiropractic.
Okay.
There's a lot more entailed, but that's the basics of it.
Okay, so NUCCA, N-U-C-C-A, is a specific technique of chiropractic?
NUCCA is a technique of chiropractic.
Okay.
What we do is we only address the first bone of the spine, which is called the atlas. It takes 3/4 of the degree, which is the size of a pencil point, to actually cause pressure onto the brainstem and cause misfunction of the body. So the information can't get throughout the whole body. And every nerve that goes to the body goes through the first bone of the spine.
Okay.
So
who can benefit from chiropractic or NUCCA specifically?
Well, anybody that has a spine can benefit, whether it be an animal or man, can benefit from chiropractic care. Because chiropractic care is the removal of this interference to make the body able to heal itself. NUCCA itself, I have anywhere from babies to older adults. The first bone of the spine is only held on by muscles. Your head is only held on by muscles and ligaments. So therefore, when that bone becomes misaligned, it's affecting the whole body, and it's very easily to be misaligned. It can be misaligned at birth. But as we age, that's when the body starts to break down. It's not when we're younger. We can slough off aches and pains when we're younger, as I worked out too hard, I went gardening, I did whatever. But it's really the body's telling you that there's something wrong. So how can NUCCA help? By putting the atlas in alignment, it frees up the nervous system throughout the whole body. And anybody can benefit.
Okay. So how do I know if I should come and see you versus a medical doctor, or do I see you in conjunction with a medical doctor?
Well, most people that have come to see me have already gone the medical route and have had no success. whether it be from migraine headaches to MS, Parkinson's. You know, they have the medication route, but most of the time they've been to the doctor. If a person comes to me and I feel that it's a medical problem, then I refer them back to their medical doctor, because there are a lot of people who don't have medical doctors. That they go to chiropractic or alternative medicines. So it's our job to learn to know the ability of saying this is really a medical problem. It's not a chiropractic. Now, can they benefit from a chiropractic adjustment? Oh, definitely. You know, you remove the interference, it's going to help the other things work more properly. But there are things that need medical intervention, and that's why chiropractors refer back to medical doctors. We see more chiropractors referring to medical doctors than we do medical doctors referring to chiropractors. So.
How does that work then with insurance? Does insurance typically pay for chiropractic care?
Well, typical in most insurance companies have some type of chiropractic care, and they do pay. HMOs usually have their own set of chiropractors that people have to go to those chiropractors. Some people have PPOs. They can go anywhere they want. So it depends on their insurance carrier. For my practice, I'm a cash practice. People pay me. We give them the paperwork they need to file with their insurance companies, because I can't keep up with all the insurance companies, and they're all different.
Yeah, it's a whole different area. Well, maybe tell me a little bit about a typical visit, or how do you assess somebody, and then what is the plan? I'm sure it varies from person to person.
Well, it does vary from person to person, because everybody's at a different stage in their life. People come in, they tell me what's going on with them, tell me who they've seen. They fill out a questionnaire on what they've done. We do a chiropractic exam. We determine if they, what we call in NUCA, body distortion. It means that if they have a short leg, a low hip, high shoulder, body lean, twisting of the framework, then we say that there's body distortion brought on because of the misalignment of the first bone of the spine. If that shows up, we take a set of pre-x-rays. We take 4 different views, and we analyze those, because we want to know exactly where that bone needs to be to bring the head and the lower spine all back into alignment. Then they'll come back after that. They'll come back, and I'll report everything I found on them, whether it be anything from the tests that we did to the x-rays that we've done, and then I'll lay out a plan. This is what I think we need to do to stabilize, rehabilitate the spine, and for you to be able to maintain the spine. And everybody's different on that, on how many visits they come and this, that, and the other.
Okay. Finally, my last question is, I know there's more to chiropractic than just adjustments, and I see that you've got some products and supplements here in your office, and I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what that means or what that's about.
Well, basically, you know, it's the whole body as a whole. It's not just one piece or part. And so what we look at is not only body alignment, but you need nutrition and exercise. So if people they sometimes have their own people that they like to do for nutritional, but if they'd like to further that, then I help them with nutritional programs and to take them to better health. And if they need exercise, I give them some minor exercises, but I recommend them to other places for exercise. So we treat the body as a whole, not as one piece or part. And that's why some of the supplements are here, and we have some other things in the office to do, because it's not just one thing.
Great. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's very interesting.
Let me know.
All right, great.
Hello, I'm Dr. Katherine Lord from Lord Spinal Care, and I am Nature's Pathways.